Video games aren't just about shooting enemies or completing missions anymore. In this day and age, some games tell stories so powerful that they stay with you for, years and years. Today we are counting down 10 games with the most captivating stories ever created. And if you haven't played these games, you are seriously missing out. So number 10 is Mass Effect 2. So imagine the fate of the entire galaxy depended on the team you built. In Mass Effect 2, you play as Commander Shepard, gathering some of the most dangerous and skilled individuals in the universe for a mission that almost no one expects to survive. Every crew member have their own struggles, their own separate stories and loyalty missions. And basically the story is in your hand. You determine who lives, who dies, and how the story ends basically. I mean, it's one of the greatest examples of player choices shaping an unforgettable adventure that you go through. Number 9, we have Nier Automata. It's pronounced Nier or Nier, I don't know. At first, Nier Automata feels like a stylish action game about robots fighting machines and stuff. But beneath the fast-paced combat lies a deeply emotional story about identity, purpose, and what it truly means to be alive. As you replay the game from different perspectives, hidden truths slowly come to light, completely, changing everything you thought you knew. And it's one of those games that by the ending, it leaves players questioning life itself. I mean, it's really intense. On the number 8, we have Silent Hill 2. Actually, very few horror games tell a story as powerful as Silent Hill 2. So basically, James Sunderland travels through mysterious town of Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his wife. Even though she died years ago, what begins as merely a search for answers slowly becomes a haunting journey through guilt, grief, and psychological trauma. Every monster and every location represents something hidden inside James' mind, making this far more than just a horror game. If you haven't played it, I would strongly recommend you to go and play it. So in the 7th place, we have Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Royal is more than a role-playing game. It's a story about standing up against corruption and helping people reclaiming their lives. As a high school student leading the Phantom Thieves, you secretly enter supernatural worlds to change the hearts of corrupt individuals. Between building friendships, exploring Tokyo, and uncovering shocking secrets, the game creates unforgettable characters that feel like real friends by the time the credits roll. This one is also highly recommended, and one of my favorite ones actually. Okay, so in the 6th place we have a game that doesn't need any kind of introduction. It's called God of War from 2018. Kratos was once known only for his rage, but God of War completely changes his story. So he's now living in the world of Norse mythology. He begins his journey with his young son Atreus. In this game he fulfills his late wife's final wish. Along the way they face terrifying gods and legendary monsters, but the real journey is about learning how to become a better father. It's an emotional adventure that proves you even the strongest warrior like Kratos can grow up, and he has more to him than being just the God of War. If by chance you haven't played God of War, I don't know what you've been doing with your life, so just try to start it, play it, buy it maybe. The 5th one on this list is Detroit Becomes Human. I think we are on a very serious tire now, because God of War and now Detroit Becomes Human. This is a very famous game actually. Okay, so imagine a world where androids look and act exactly like human beings, but one day they begin to think for themselves. As the name suggests, Detroit Becomes Human follows 3 androids whose choices can completely change the future. So the thing that makes this game special is that every decision matters. If you have seen their trailers, you can tell already a single choice can save a character or get them killed forever. It's like watching a sci-fi movie where you are the director, you are handling everything. Every move you are making is just you. On the number 4th we have BioShock Infinite, the legendary game. At first glance, BioShock Bioshock Infinite looks like a simple adventure in a floating city called Columbia. But as gradually the story unfolds, it becomes one of the biggest mind-bending experiences in the gaming history. Themes of destiny, alternate realities, and time travel combine to create an ending that leaves players speechless. And this is one of those games you'll immediately want to replay just to understand everything. So on the third top position we have Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, obviously from CD Projekt Red. This is a game that we all love, and I actually made my gaming computer a new one for just to run this game, you know. The hype of this game was on point. Most games save their best stories for the main campaign, but The Witcher 3 does something different. Even its side quests feel like complete movies. You play as Geralt of Rivia, monster hunter searching for his adopted daughter Ciri. As the story progresses, you'll face impossible choices where there are no right answers. And on top of that, every single decision has consequences, making the world feel alive and very real. Okay, if you are watching this video, pause the video and guess what are the top 2 games and comment down below. Let's see if you were right or no. So on the top second we have The Last of Us. And we are obviously talking about the first part, The Last of Us Part 1. The story takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where the world is basically destroyed by a deadly infection. Joel is tasked with protecting a young girl named Ellie. So what just starts as a simple mission slowly turns into one of the greatest relationships ever written in the gaming history. This game very effectively explores love, loss, sacrifice, and the lengths people will go to protect those they care about. So if I have to describe this game in 3 words, I'd say it's emotional, heartbreaking, and literally unforgettable. Even years after finishing it, players still talk about this, its ending and everything. I'm not I'm not a big fan of the second part, and I'm gonna make a full video about it, but yeah, the first one was amazing. Okay, so on top of this list we have Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead is actually, it isn't a Western game, it's a story about loyalty, family, and redemption. I mean, I can't even describe this game in words, to be honest. Basically, I don't play games twice, but I finished this game like maybe literally 4th or 5th time, and after even years I still have this game installed in my computer and I still play it on daily basis. So you can imagine the impact of this game on individuals and people. Those of you that don't know about this game, you basically play as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw trying to survive as the age of the Wild West comes to an end. The game is very slow in the beginning, but after dozens of hours you'll grow attached to the characters. You will be emotionally so invested when the character dies or something happens to them. You will literally feel it in your heart. Arthur Morgan is arguably one of the best characters ever created in gaming, ever, like period. And some people might disagree with me, but he's arguably one of the best characters. I mean, at some point by the ending of the game he feels like a real person. Arthur Morgan in my memory is a real person, he's not even a game character. Okay, so this list is purely subjective, and if you think this list is wrong or you can give us some suggestions, you can just comment down below. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.